It's Daryl Nelson here at the Arlington Gym here with Coach Shields. She's going to shoot her famous three-point shot. And this is her first one. She missed the first one. And she got her second. Coach Shields. Coach Shields.
Just go ask the Sheila. Come and talk to them, Mr. Dad. I'll tell you what I want to eat.
She got the shot. I'm surprised. Well, actually, I'm not surprised because I've seen her do it before.
That's my shot.
That's your shot.
I always make it. I told you. Somebody better be a meal. So I get some food for making a half-court shot.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
I hope you had a good evening. Y'all ended the season with a pretty good season this year.
Oh,
Well, the
yeah.
first half.
Yeah.
So, Coach, I want to talk to you first about the first game we played. As you know, we just came back off a 3-game road trip to Martin, Tennessee. The first game you played, Arlington played against Trenton County. Although we didn't come out with a win, I'll look at different things as far as you can explain what happened with the game, as far as the girls playing, their productivity in the game, and what was your overall assessment of the game?
I just think, first of all, coming off of 3-day off day after Christmas, and then coming into the game, I just felt like we were out of sync. We didn't play our basketball. The girls couldn't really get up and down the floor or make layups or finish. So I've always told them that, the games we struggle with or the games we've lost, it was all because of us. It was nothing spectacular the other team was doing. It was all us. So we just came out, we wasn't focused as a team. Everybody was out of it. Yeah, the refs made bad calls, but at the end of the day, we can control all of that by coming out, playing our basketball, and jumping out on the team early. And the fact that we didn't jump out on the team early, we struggled throughout the game, and we let the refs get involved. And, so we struggled throughout the game, and we end up, with the loss. But, of course, we always learn from it. And sometimes we just need that loss to, just to bounce back moving forward.
Well, Lindsay came out. She had 3 quick fouls. Did that alter anything you plan on doing for his game planning?
When Lindsay fouled, not knowing, honestly, the 2 fouls that she picked up literally wasn't even fouls, honestly. So the third foul just really caught me off guard. The moment that I was actually taking her out, I had a sub at the table getting her out, but when she made her third foul. So I was getting her out when she made her second foul. They just called a quick third foul on her before I can even get her out. But at the end of the day, like I tell my girls, if one go down, somebody else got to step up. And, that's what we prepare for. We always prepare and practice for the worst no matter what. So by Lindsay and Carmen fouling out the game, by us being already out of sync as well, I just felt like the girls wasn't focused after that.
How do you adjust in halftime? And there was some questionable fouls against Arlington. But how do you get the girls back in sync or try to get them back in sync at halftime? You went into halftime, you all was down 20-24. And it seemed like when it came out of halftime, they went on a run about 16-9 points. How do you get the girls back in sync to play their game if they keep being interrupted by the officials? I mean, what would you tell them?
Just fight through adversity. That's what we always talk about. We're gonna go through. We're gonna have games where they calling the game or having bad calls or throughout the game. So it's just I just always talk about fighting through adversity, just getting through it. Just keeping them motivated, keeping them engaged, and just continue to prep them and let them know that it's okay. Like, breathe, relax, let's go out and play our game. So coming out the second half, we came out different, but we still end up losing. But, it's just all about fight and effort for me. And I just knew, that entire game, we wasn't there mentally or physically.
Going to the second game, Arlington versus Hall's Tigers. I call it the Battle of the Tigers. You all came out, and Dupree came out real strong compared to the first game. She hit the boards hard. She actually scored the first 5 points. She was more motivated to win this game, that she was not going to fall into that slump. And she pretty well carried the team in that second game. Was there a talk you had with her?
Well, I had a talk with the whole team after the Trenton game, the game we lost. I definitely went in there with a different approach to the girls. And it was more so just explaining some things, just talking to them, just getting them to understand different scenarios in the game. And, just the effort they shown, I told them I don't ever want to see that again. Like, I just know, regardless if we have a day off or 2 days off, 2 days off or 3 days off, what does that have to do with your effort? Your effort should be there. So I just pretty much just had a long talk with them and just kept them engaged and we went from there. And Taylor Dupree, she came out with a better game because she was one of the players after the game that wasn't satisfied. She was really bothered by that loss. And, she knew going out the game that she was out of it. She just kept saying, "I'm sorry, coach, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." So she knew that she wasn't there mentally or physically. And she told me that she would fix it, after the Trenton game. So I knew coming into the next game, she was really focused. I seen it all in her eyes, and I seen it in her body language. So I knew that Taylor Dupree was going to bring different energy that game.
And it must have paid off. You went into the second half with Arlington 42. Hall's Tigers had 16. And when you came back out in the second half, the intensity still was there.
Yeah.
And I've noticed in some games they come out playing slower.
Yeah.
But this game that came out, they kept that same intensity all the way through the game.
Yeah, because I basically, after that Trenton game, it was another wake-up call for me and the girls. So I basically told them that from here on out, I'm holding you accountable for everything, not just some things, for everything. So just, just basically challenging them in every way and different ways, I think that helps too. So I think going into the second game and me putting that into their mind, into their heads, that I'm going to hold them accountable. And if you want to stay on the floor, you got to show more effort and you got to do what you're supposed to do as far as playing your role. And I just think everybody kind of got the picture from that and did just that.
And that carried on to the third game when Arlington played West Carroll War Eagles. Dupree came out as well, strong, and the whole team was moving. You can see the whole team somewhat gelling again, I guess from the holiday break. But the energy stayed there, the anticipation stayed there. And even there was some questionable calls, it's like they blocked themselves out of it.
Right.
And just played their game. And in that, it shows that they're willing. All of them was hurt from the first loss.
Yeah.
And I think all of them knew they should have won that first game.
For sure.
So we all, it's like they didn't want to repeat this again throughout the tournament. And they went into the halftime with 36-18. And what did you tell the girls then at the third game to keep them motivated?
Really just the same thing, basically, that I told them the last game. It starts with you. You can only beat yourselves. I told them, in the locker room, we're our toughest competition, honestly. So we compete against one another every day at practice. So when we get out here with the other teams, it shouldn't be much of a fight because I don't see most of the teams out that way having great post players or great guards like us. So, why is there even a struggle? As a coaching staff, we put them in the right positions and in the right situations on the floor, to play any team that we basically meet. So, like I said, it's just all about, their mental and just their effort, showing effort. Like I tell them all the time, I can't teach effort. So you have to come out and play every game like it's your last, and you have to bring all the energy and fight.
And it did good because the final score was 63 to 23. And the pre-end was 16 points. Sharman Taylor, 14 points. Sharman Taylor had 16 points. Lindsay, 16, and Carmen had 16. So it was a well-balanced played game, which shows that they're really, really into it. Now going into the second half of the season, really intensely going to pick up with all teams, because Arlington now has really become a target for all teams. And I think somehow, I don't know, would you tell your players to get them prepared for it, that they can realize that any team they play going to play their best against Arlington.
Yeah.
And they can't take it for granted.
Yeah.
So how you do is get that to get that sunk into their head. They can't come out playing.
I'm sure that I don't know if you paid attention today, at practice, but we're taking it up a notch, and everything that we do is a push, and like I said, once again, getting held accountable for everything. So we just have to take it up a notch and stay focused and play our game, and they have to just continue to listen. The second half is, it's 0-0 now. So what we did in the first half, that's over with. So we have to move forward. We have to stay focused, and we have to, play our same game and keep the same intensity throughout the whole season.
And right, I was sitting on a practice minute. There was more intensity, more focus, and more responsibility placed on the team. And that's something, the practice was there, but I can see the seriousness of it now, because we're going to the second half, which leads into the tournament. So you are doing a lot. I can see the kids are really gravitating to it. But how does it adjust, like tomorrow's game? Are you still playing tomorrow?
Actually, tomorrow's game has been canceled.
Canceled?
Yeah, due to quarantine with the other team.
And how you stay in sync thing, because it seems like it's up and down. You never really know your schedule, who you may play, so how you prepare for a team you may not even know playing or not.
Once again, we just, that's just coming in and focusing on us more. Focusing on what we need to do, working on things we need to do. Today was a defensive practice and more of a conditioning practice. But just going into the second half, I'm really focused more on defense because, of course, defense wins championships, and the offensive part will come from that. The players I have, and the position I have them in on the floor, if, we just come out and play hard on defense, offense will take care of itself.
And now we're into a brand new year in 2020. Again, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
What things you see that you learn from you bring into the new year is some things you don't really want to gravitate into the new year? You want to kind of leave behind as far as the growth?
More for the most part, I just want to leave behind negativity. I'm just all about positiveness and just encouraging people and just staying safe and staying healthy and just being around great people that want something out of life. So just the biggest thing for me, just staying healthy and moving forward, just being positive and really taking it up a notch and just trying to win and compete. I just want to leave all negativity and leave COVID behind 2020.
And the girls had a real intense, long practice today. A lot of sprints, a lot of running, a lot of shooting. And they was tired. So you look behind us now, they still there on their own, practicing. Seems like they always want to get better.
Yeah.
And do you have a problem getting them to leave the gym?
Which is a good thing. I don't, but hey, if they want to stay all day, they can. That just shows me that they really want it. Like I was telling them before, at the beginning of practice, I can't want it more than you. That's impossible. So, just like I told them, I always just give them stories when I played. I was the first one in the gym. I was the last one to leave, and look at the results. So if you want to get better, I can't sit and hold your hand. He can't sit and hold your hand. You have to want it. So just being in here, getting up extra shots and wanting to get better, that's a plus for me. Those are the type of players I want in my program, and those are the type of players I want to coach moving forward.
Well, Coach, we are very proud of you. I'm sure the teachers and staff here at Arlington as well, and the community is proud of what you're doing for your first year.
Thank you.
And I would like to thank you very much for the time that you gave us an interview. And we're gonna change this show name to 20 Minutes with Coach Ashley Shields and the Arlington Tigers. So from this point forward, we're gonna do that. And at some point again, we'll go ahead and go live and get the parents or fans to ask questions. That's okay with you?
No problem. No problem.
And thank you very much for the day.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone, and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you.